it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way down the sideline. Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle. Stayed on his feet.
What's happening, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. And today's episode is very dear to me, as this was my sport and it was consuming a lot of my time as I wasn't able to produce content out as fast. Still just trying to get it out, but it has all led up to this moment. The state wrestling tournament for our Willamette Warriors, and they did not disappoint, as the Warriors wrestling team made history last night with 3 individuals winning state titles for the first time in school history, that they have had 3 state champions in a single year. Senior Connor Kuhn, junior Blaze Pindell, and sophomore Ben Hernandez all won state titles in their respective weight divisions, and Willamette High as a team placed 4th in the entire state at the Oregon Wrestling Association 4A state championships held at Cascade High School. Hernandez opened things up in the finals as the champion at 113 pounds with a first place bout, wild one, ending in a hard-fought turn pin in 5 minutes and 4 seconds over Henley's Dylan Clark. Hernandez was down a majority of the match, but he managed to keep his head in it, and he managed to get on top of Clark after a takedown and pour it on in the final minute, turning Clark and holding on for the pin for the win. Hernandez has a bright future ahead as he is just a sophomore, as I mentioned, and now having the potential to be a 3-time state champ. Shall he be able to do it? Now we head up to 170, and Blaze Pindell managing a 6-0 decision over Elmira's Aiden Wolgamont, who they've previously faced this season. Blaze Pindell had not given up a single point all season in the 3 meetings they had. Overall, he compiled a 22-2 record this season. A truly skillful and crafty wrestler that everyone on the team aspires to be like, including myself. Just a great young man who has a bright future ahead through the rest of high school and potentially into college, shall he pursue it. Now for the last, but certainly not least at all, we have Connor Kuhn, completing a perfect run through this pandemic-impacted season with a 25-0 record. Competing at 220 pounds, the results indicated that he was unchallenged on his way to the title. Kuhn pinned all 4 of his opponents in the first period, the longest lasting in his final championship bout, going 1 minute and 35 seconds against Siuslaw's Christian Newland. In fact, Kuhn won by pin in every single match this season, winning all of his 25 undefeated matches by pin, with only a single one going into the second round. Just an incredible season, ended for a great career for Kuhn, and as he was a 3-time state qualifier through high school, placed 4th last year, and then he wins state this year. Great way to go out. As far as others in the tournament, senior Isaiah Blackburn and myself also took positions on the medal stand with 4th place finishes. Blackburn at 195 opened up with quick pins over his first 2 opponents, but lost on a close 7-5 sudden victory in the semifinals, which prevented his state championship dreams. Jackson Turner, that was who was against Estacade's Jackson Turner, and that was on a major decision. But he beat him on a major decision earlier this season. But Blackburn regrouped, and in the consolation semifinals, he got another quick pin, but then he fell in the 3rd place bout against Mazalma's Ethan Richards. Overall, he finishes with a 23-3 record on the season. And now, as for me, I opened the tournament out with a pin in the second round, but then lost to the eventual state champion at my weight class and the one at 120 in Jacob Zeminski of Sweet Home. Sweet Home won the state title as a team with so many kids that they have. But after that loss, I worked my way back into it with a pin and then a 1-point hard-fought victory over Landon Vidito of Estacada in the blood rounds, which allowed me to be a state placer. I then majored Trayson Smith of Sweet Home to advance to the third place bout, but I ended up falling in the match to LeGrand's Kai Carson, settling for a 4th place finish at state and a 22-5 record, which I am very satisfied with. The interesting thing about the team standings was that going into the state championship matches,